How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Manor Lords, and welcome back to our quaint little village that's really just getting started. Although, I do remember that in the settings, when we were putting the game together, I did say that every 3 years we'd be getting raided instead of every 2 years, which I think was a good choice, given where we are right now. But that does mean, I think, that this year might be the year that we get attacked. So we're going to have to stay on top of that. But before we do, I want to deal with the issue with supplies. We have 11 months of food. We have 1 month of fuel. We have room for 21 families. We have 21 families. Only one of them is unassigned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this forester, which gives us 2 unassigned families. And I'm going to go ahead and say that we're actually going to get rid of these guys as well, because I'm thinking we just relocate this woodcutter's lodge and this forester's hut into a better spot. So for example, I think out here is pretty solid for a woodcutter. So we'll go ahead and plop a woodcutter right about there, and we'll move the forester to that spot as well. And that's going to give us a lovely little 1-2 combo of a woodcutter and a forester. It means all these trees, when they go down, they will be replanted. And that's going to be great. That'll hopefully help us out. And I think we actually probably want to prioritize that woodcutter's lodge. But I don't think that's going to be enough. So what I think I might do is build either another woodcutter and forester sort of in here, or I might get a little bit carried away and build it out here. And honestly, I like the idea of building it out here. I think we have this beautiful, beautiful little spot right here in the middle of the woods that would be absolutely perfect for it. So I'm going to do a little road right about here. And then on that road, I want to get myself a woodcutter's lodge right there. And I want to get a forester's hut right about there. And then I just need to connect it to everything. So I think the way we'll do that is going to be pretty plain and simple. We can come straight off of here just a little bit. And I'm going to just very, very slightly curve down through these trees. And then we're sort of going to curve up this hill around the trees. And I just want this to look, I want it to look decent. I'm not going to lie. I want something that looks pretty good. So we'll try and connect this all up. Does that look okay? I think it does. I do think it does. I'm also thinking I could go straight off of here to about that spot. And I could go straight off of here as well to about that spot. And then connect these guys together. And I think that would be a good idea as well. Just get a couple of little ways out to this forester's lodge. That might not work there. That might. Yeah, I'm sort of okay with that. So these guys can go straight down here to the forester. These guys can go straight down here to the forester and the woodcutter. And that seems like a pretty good way to deal with the issue of not having enough fuel. But the problem is, like I said, we only have room for 21 families. So let's also look into expanding the number of burgage plots that we have. And I think the way we'll do that's going to be plain and simple. We'll just go in here. We'll get ourselves some plots. And I think we just go from here to there. I think we go all the way across and down to there. And if I rotate this, what does it do? I don't mind that. That gives me room for 6 more families. It fills in this little space in kind of a weird way. But I'm sort of okay with that. Let's go ahead and build it. It's 12 timber to build it. It's a lot of resources, but I think that's all right. We have the saw pit right down here as well. And I think once we get this woodcutter done, we should probably prioritize at least, let's say, 2 of the burgage plots, just so we can get everything going and get everyone working and get more families in here. And we can also speed things up a little bit like I've just done, so that we hopefully see people coming out here a little bit sooner than later. We're definitely going to want to expand our farming as well. In fact, I think given it's January and spring is just around the corner, maybe it would be an idea to also go in here and get ourselves another field for some rye. And I think I'm going to go right up to the edge of the fertile area. I think I'm going to go right to about there. And we'll go maybe not quite that far, maybe to about there. It's 1.9 Morgan. It's quite big, but I think if we can get a bunch more farmers, we should be able to manage. And we can also say this year is going to be rye. We'll do crop rotation. What do we got in here? So this year is going to be wheat. Next year is fallow. So let's do 2 years of rye. I guess, and then we'll fallow the year after, and that'll be all right. So we'll see if that works out. We'll see if that ends up being good. We are going to need so many more farmers. But again, that's why we're growing the population. It's why we're getting these burgage plots down here. And we can get some more up here as well. We have this space that we can play around with. We have a lot of space that we can play around with, and we will absolutely get there. Also, how do I upgrade you? We need roof tiles. How do I make roof tiles? Because I know that I need to upgrade the church to get level 3 burgage plots, right? Yeah. Wait, do I? Yeah, church level 2. We also need more clothing options, which we'll get to, but yeah, that's gonna need... Oh, it needs gold as well. That's interesting. So yeah, tiles are gonna be an industry thing, I would assume. And that's gonna be using clay to create clay tiles. It needs to be refueled once per month. It's actually not that hard to do. And we do have a mine for clay. It's just that we don't have the people for it. So we'll hold off for the time being. The woodcutter's lodge at the very least is done. So let's go ahead and get... I'm going to put 3 people to work in here. That leaves us 1 person to do some hauling and some building. But honestly, the firewood situation is pretty dire. So we'll see how that goes. We do have these guys coming in as well, which is fantastic news. So we should start to see some new families come around. And I do think quite a few of them are going to have to go work in the farms because we really do need to fix that food situation. And I mean, if we go and have a look at construction and we have a look at our farming options, we probably want to get some sheep as well. We do, of course, somewhere right here have a trading post. So maybe now would also be a good time to get my hands on a livestock trading post. And then what we do is we get some sheep farms, which I think are also managed by the farmhouse. So we could build it down here. We could build it up here in the less fertile area and then use that yarn and... I don't remember what else. It was a few things, right? It was the tailor's shop. It was yarn and dye to create the cloaks. The dye is going to be the tricky one because that's berries. We're probably going to have to import that. Let me just double check you as well. What are you doing right now? You're making small shields. That's probably where a lot of my planks are going. Let me not do that. Because I only really want large... How many small shields do I have right now? Can I see? Oh, we've got 46 small shields. I'm going to want the large ones. And I'm going to want to look at you with your blacksmith back here. And I'm going to want to make sure you're doing spears, which is going to need iron and planks, which is totally fine. It'd be nice if I could set sort of a limit on how many they're going to make, because I don't want them consuming all of my planks, which is kind of what they're doing right now. But I guess what we can do is eventually get people working in this mining pit. We should probably go ahead and also build a bloomery so that we can go ahead and turn the iron ore into iron, what was it, slabs? Yes, into iron slabs. And then we can use that to make the spears. We can use the guy over here, not the tailor, the joiner, can use planks to make the large shields. And then we can go and make an army out of all of those. We do have 48 small shields. We don't need those. The large shields and the spears can be used to make a spear militia, though, which is what I'm thinking we do. So if we can get a few more of those, that'll be great. That's kind of the way I want to go. So let's get our hands, I guess, on a bloomery. And I guess it goes here, right? This seems like the best place for it. We've got a bunch of production around here. We have a large storehouse right here, which is nowhere near full. And then we just need to send people to work in the different mines. So that seems fair enough. That seems like a good way to go. And I think that is basically what we're going to do. Let's see here. Can I get another ox? I cannot. We have got some stable space. I should probably get some people working at the stables as well, but we'll hold off for the time being. I think we'll be all right. We do actually have 2 ox down here. Does that mean, are they not assigned up here? They are assigned up here. Is it just that this ox, I guess, doesn't live here? It still has to live at the stable? I suppose that makes sense. I guess that's reasonable. It's definitely fair enough. Oh, let's see if we got the we do have the burgage plots going. We have more people moving in as well, which is fantastic news. We can also go ahead and start upgrading some of these guys. I think we have got the money to do another vegetable garden back here, which I absolutely want to do. And then I also want to take a look at my trading post because I want to see if there's any more money to be made. So planks really aren't all that worth it. Stone is not necessarily worth it either. Roof tiles, meh. We could bring in flax and turn it into a little something, but that feels like that's something I should be growing. Food, I'm not worried about. Materials, eh. We could use some hides for sure. Linen as well. I guess we could arguably bring in, so let me have a look here. Materials, linen is anywhere from, oh, it's export import. So 14 to import linen. And then I think it was 2 linen would allow me to make gambesons, which are exported for 6. So you can't import something, turn it into gambesons, and then export it for a profit. That's not really going to work. That's unfortunate. It would have been really nice if it did work that way. So I guess what we'll keep doing is just keep exporting the planks. It's only 2 gold per, which is really not all that worth it, but I think it's fair enough. Anyway, we have a new message. Let's see what's going on. We've received reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Absolutely. We have a year. We're going to be attacked in about a year's time. So I guess it's army time is what it is. We're going to create this militia unit. The male villagers will be evenly distributed between all militia units. They will then try to find the required equipment. The weapon and shield depends on the unit type, while the maximum quality of body armor and helmet depends on a villager's residential level. After bringing all of the necessary equipment home, the unit recruits are marked as ready to rally. Only then can you rally your unit. So basically we have 20 people, I think, in this unit. We can have up to 36, but I think we only have 20 because we don't have all the gear for them. That's why I want the shields, and that's why I want the spears, which is why I want the houses. So more people move in, we can put people to work in the bloomery and also in the mining pit. That's the goal anyway. That's definitely going to be the hope. I'm also a little bit worried about the wild animals over here. They're not repopulating as much as I'd like. Let's see. Hunting limit is 10. When the population of a herd drops to this number, they'll stop hunting. It is currently 10. Okay. That's good to know. We also have a little bit more fuel right now than we did before, which is great as well. We have absolutely no regional wealth. We have 1 plank. And I have to assume, hold on a minute. Can I go to the large storehouse? Can I change how things work in here? Can I set a limit on the number of things? No, that's unfortunate. Okay, so how do I stop the tailor from consuming ridiculous amounts of, not the tailor, sorry, the joiner. How do I stop the joiner from consuming all of my planks? I feel like that's something that I need to be, I feel like that's something I need to do, right? I feel like this guy shouldn't be just taking all of my planks, which is exactly what's going on right now. And it's gonna be the same with the blacksmith. So does that just mean that I maybe need another, I guess that means that I maybe just need another saw pit, right? I would have to imagine. Construction reserve is also 0 on this. So let's set the construction reserve to 20. So we always have 20 timber. The communal oven is doing its best as well. What is this little button? Reassign family to a different workplace. Show workplace. Okay. That's good to know that I can reassign them if I really want to. That's good. We can deal with that. We can absolutely deal with that. I just, man, I don't know. I don't want them consuming all of my stuff. That's kind of bothering me. But I think we're just gonna have to deal with it for the time being. I think what we'll also do is get this forester going here a little bit sooner than later. I'd also like to get this woodcutter going a little bit sooner than later. In fact, let's just prioritize all of the foresters and woodcutters that are left. And I'm thinking I might need another saw pit. I just wonder if I put it next to this logging camp, would that be a good idea? I'm also thinking another forester's hut on the other side of this logging camp would be really good for us. Alternatively, well, you know, I could just build a logging camp right in here. That might be a better shout. Have them in different, have 2 logging camps in different locations. It is going to tear down quite a few trees though. I can take down 3 if I put it there. I can take down 2 if I put it there. I think I want to say here is going to be my spot of choice. So right about there for this guy. And we can do, I guess I could put a forester at the back. I don't really want to do that. I think I'm going to put the forester in front. And we'll see how that goes. That might be excessive, but I'm kind of learning how all of this works still. So I'm willing to make mistakes. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to see how it goes. And hopefully we can all learn together. Now, speaking of learning and mistakes and all that stuff, let's get 2 more people working in this farmhouse. And let me get a little bit of a road that just extends up to about here. Just so that we can have something they can walk along. That'll hopefully be good. We are doing wheat this year in that field, which is great. We've got not that forester's hut, but this one down here is up and running. We have got 3 workers available as well. So let's, I don't think we need this forester right now. We can admittedly limit the work area to directly around this guy. And then for you, I can't limit your work area until you're done. This one up here is not done either. So I think we're kind of just waiting, and we're kind of just going to have to be patient. This is done though. So let's actually, again, we have 3 workers. Let's put 1 to work in here. And you know what? I will put a forester in there as well. We still have room for plus 2 more families, since we have this burgage plot coming together and this one as well. So again, kind of willing to be patient, willing to see what happens. And we have got 4 months of supplies, which is great. If we could keep that up, that would be kind of fantastic. In terms of food, we have a little bit of meat, a lot of berries, a little bit of bread. No vegetables right now, but I have to wonder, is that maybe because the vegetable gardens have just started growing? It might be. That might very well be what's going on. Anyway, let's get you set up to work around this guy. And then we just need people. That's all we need. We've also got the bloomery done, which is very exciting. Needs refueling. No point doing anything with that right now, though, because we've got no one working at the mining pits. And we've also done another burgage plot. Okay. So again, hopefully people are going to move in shortly. We have 5 months of supplies now. And do we have people working both of these fields? This one is growing, and this one is being sown as well. So that's absolutely perfect. We are up to 2 workers now. So I'll tell you what, let me go to you. Let me get a forester working right there. We have a bunch of woodcutters working out here. And then down this way, it was just the 1 and just the 1. So I'm assuming that's going to be good for us. We are going to need to get this logging camp up and going a little bit sooner than later as well. But I've got a bit of a good feeling about it. We also have, let's see, it says we've got space for 27 families. We only have 26. So I almost wonder if we want to get a handful more burgage plots. And I guess we could use this space for it right here. Although I could move the weaver. I could move the weaver. I think we'll go for it. I think we'll fill in this space, and I'm going to hope that this is sort of the last big expansion that I'm going to be doing today. That's going to be the goal anyway, is that we're not one to overdo it on these expansions. I could do this. What is that going to look like if I rotate it around? That looks dreadful. So that's not what we're going to be doing. Is there any way I can make this not look terrible? Not really. So I'll tell you what, let's be a little bit more conservative in my growth here. We'll do 4 plots right there. They have a little bit of expansion space at the back. That'll be absolutely perfect. That'll be a +4, which will hopefully keep us good. We have 6 months of fuel now. And if we can maintain that, I think fuel consumption is doubled in the winter. So that would give us the 3 months of fuel for the winter, which would be lovely. That would be, oh, that'd be so good. That's definitely what we're looking for. Logging camp's done. Do I want to put someone to work here? Oh, I can change their work area. So I could limit their work area to be like here, and then set the forester to work there as well. I don't think I need to. I think that's a bit of a waste of time. I will get this up and running though, and I might get another ox. We don't necessarily have space for it, but I might get another ox so we can move these logs back and forth that little bit quicker. That would be really nice. I think that would be a really good thing to do. But for the time being, let's just go ahead and prioritize. I'm going to prioritize the burgage plots. Also, can I shift click to change the priority? No, I have to just spam click all of them. That's totally fine. We'll get that going. We'll get those built. We have a lovely bit of space here as well that we can play around with. We can maybe get some plots in there. Maybe do something interesting with it. We do have administration buildings. If I can get up to being a small village, I can build a manor, which is my residence. It grants 250 influence and rises the administration level by 1. After building your very first manor, the starting retinue, whatever it is, will join you in your palace for free. Interesting. We don't have the goods to build it, and we don't have the level to build it, but it's cool that we can build it eventually. That's definitely a good thing. This thing is... Are they actively building this? No. I think they are focusing on the... Yeah, they're focusing on the plots down here, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think what we'll do... I mean, these fields both seem to have been covered really nicely. I think what we'll do, though, is... I'm going to say one more family for now. I think that's a fair thing to do. And I think we should start looking into getting those roof tiles. Well, we kind of need both now that I think about it. We need the roof tiles to upgrade the church, which is required to upgrade a burgage plot to level 3. But we also need a tavern, and we need a lot of things to get the next level. We need a lot of things to get the next level. And then to make ale, we can either import the ale or we can import the resources, or yeah, we're gonna need more farms to do that as well. Maybe what we do is we just try to get a bunch of level 2 burgage plots. Maybe that's the way to go instead of going for the level 3s, because we do need more. We need 2 more level 2s and then 3 level 3s. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe upgrade a few of these guys. We'll upgrade you and we'll upgrade you. And that'll cover the level 2 stuff. That also gives us a bit more money, which is great. That's going to be really useful for us. And I suppose that's just kind of how we'll go. Let me see. We've got room for 31. We currently have 29, so we can get 2 more families in here, which is going to be lovely. And I suppose Forester's hut is done. Oh my God, they chopped those trees down quickly. They wasted no time at all. That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's much point. I don't know if this is actually worth doing now that I think about it. If I limit the work area to here, maybe about 1/3 of that circle is covered by the forester's hut. So I don't know if that's worth it. I'm going to do it for now, but I'm starting to get the feeling that it's not worth it to plant the trees directly around the forester. I might also, you know what? Limit the work area. Let's limit the work area for this guy to be sort of just off to the side of the forester's lodge, whatever we want to call it. And then I'm going to change you to have your work area limited to the same space, because I'm noticing this guy's coming in here and starting to chop things down very, very quickly. Resource stolen by the nearby bandits. Oh, we have a bandit camp right there? That is... What do you mean nearby? That's not nearby at all. That's actually remarkably far away. That's not... Okay. I don't know about that. I've got some concerns about that, is what I've got. Now, can we upgrade anything here? We could. If we use 25 gold, we can get some eggs. We can get some hides as well. I think aren't we using hides for, where is it my weaver? We have a dyer's workshop back there. We're not doing anything with it. That's okay. The weaver is, no, the weaver's workshop is the, that's wool. it was the tailor. No, not the tailor. Who does clothing with hides? Am I imagining things here, or is it just the resource that they need? So food stall, clothing stall, leather. Okay, let me have a quick look, because I'm blanking on something and it's really bothering me. And for the life of me, I can't remember. Tannery uses hides to produce leather. Okay. Where is my tannery? Is the question. Wasn't it up here? It was. So you're able to, yeah, turn the hides from the hunter into leather. So what that says to me is maybe we should get some goats, because that's going to be, again, a passive yield of hides, which will be good for making sure everyone has clothes. I like that. That seems like a good way to go. Definitely seems like a good way to go. Whether or not it is a good way to go, well, I don't know, but it seems like a good thing, and that's good enough for me. There's also so many logs laying around out here. Good lord. There is a lot going on. How are we looking for resources? 51 timber, 1 plank. I'm assuming that's probably because the joiner is consuming all of them, which I don't love. Really, really not a fan of that. But I guess it is what it is. It's fair enough. We'll manage is what we'll do. Now we have this this level 2 burgage plot coming together here. We have currently got 3 unassigned workers. So now we have that choice to make, I guess. So the wooden church needs planks and it needs tiles. Do I want to get them working here to upgrade the church already? I mean, level 3 also needed what? It needs tiles, it needs money. I don't think we're going to be getting level 3 plots anytime soon. So I think maybe we do have a good supply of food. I think the church level is going to be easy. We have 165 days until we get attacked. So you know what? Let me have a look at my army. We've got 26 of 36 of the shields. I think we want to do iron instead. So I think we get the mining pit up and going. And then I think we get the bloomery up and going. And then fuel reserves. What do we got right now? 7 months worth of fuel. We have 336 firewood. Can I not type in here? What is fuel? So what are the fuel reserves exactly? Is that general? Is that reserves here? Or is that reserves in storage? I have no idea. You know what? It's fine. We'll get that all up and going. We actually have 100% approval right now, which is amazing. That's really, really cool. Only 9 months of food though. That's less amazing. That's actually quite concerning is what that is. We do have some rye though. We've got some wheat. Okay. And we're turning all of that into grain by the looks of it. And then I would assume the grain gets picked up, taken over here, turned into flour. That all gets picked up and taken and turned into bread. So hopefully we can make a good amount of bread. And hopefully we can get a good amount of food to make sure that we don't end up in a bit of a pickle. Now look in here, we do actually have some iron slabs already. So you should, I think, start making the spears. It's 1 to 1. It's 1 plank, 1 slab. It's just that we don't have any planks because I guess the saw pit could use another worker. We don't have anyone to do construction though if I do that. So I might need more burgage plots. This is the problem that I'm starting to have, is that I don't want to overextend, you know? I don't want to end up in a situation here where I don't have any, you know, food basically. Can I do this? I can do 3 there, or I can do 2 there and it looks terrible. I think I'm going to do the 3. Yeah. I think we go for the 3 here. I don't know if I like that space though. What about down here? I guess we can do down here opposite the other ones. We'll go up to this corner. We'll go back to about there. We can get 4 burgage plots in this space. That seems like a good idea. Let's go ahead and build that. And let me prioritize these because I do need the workers. I absolutely need the workers. I don't know why I'm prioritizing them, because it's not like I'm building anything else right now. Not that I'm aware of. But I'll prioritize it anyway. I like to feel busy. I like to feel involved, you know? That's the, I think that's the gist of it, is I just like to feel involved. Like to feel like I'm doing something and, you know, keeping myself busy. So let's see, we're down to, we have 8 months of fuel, 10 months of food. Winter is here, so fuel consumption is going to go up, but that's all right. Looking at my general supplies, that's timber. Can I get rid of construction? How's food looking? We have 3 vegetables. I was really hoping we'd have more than that. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking for a little bit more because we have these vegetable gardens back here, but it doesn't seem like anyone's harvesting any of their stuff. Maybe they just don't do it yet. I don't know. Maybe that's just decorative. Maybe this backyard doesn't change. Regardless, I mean, they're fed, right? They're fed. They'll be happy enough if they're fed. As long as they don't go hungry, I don't think we'll have any what's the phrase I'm looking for here? Too many concerns? Any concerns? There was like 3 sentences I just combined into one there, and it did not work at all. Surprising absolutely nobody. Tell you what though, let's get another worker into that saw pit, just to make sure that we can hopefully get a few more planks on the go. Because we are going to need those for, like I said, the spears as well as the shields. We're up to 27 of 36 right here, which is great news. So if and when we get attacked, we're at 94 days. We're hopefully going to be all right if and when we happen to get attacked by these guys. And I'm hoping we can actually get that maxed out. I am hoping that, you know, you can do your thing. That's what we're looking for. I'm also hoping that what are you guys even doing? Let me have a look here. People, so you're going home, you're transporting. Are you my carpenter? I've honestly, I think you're my carpenter. Show workplace, reassign, transporting, waiting. You're waiting here. There's nothing stored inside. I think we might need more livestock. Yeah. Let me assign some livestock to this guy. And then let me order another ox. Or do I want a horse? Let me get a horse. I've got no idea what the difference is between a horse and an ox. I mean, that's out of context. That sounds ridiculous. Yeah, out of context, that sounds really makes me sound really dumb. But you know what I mean. I want to see if I don't know. I want to see what happens here. We also need more hitching posts. Okay. Otherwise, some livestock may run away. Ooh. We do not want to be having that. Let me see here. Logistics. We want hitching posts. We have got the little one in here. Can I get another one up here? Oh, I can actually. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. So we'll get this. We're going to prioritize it so that the horse doesn't run away. And if we can get that going, we might be all right. There's my horse. Oh, look at you. Unassigned oxen are needed for construction. Hitching post. Oh, hold on a minute. So we need to unassign you. And then we need to speed things up. Let this guy head out. Hopefully get the log over here so we can get that hitching post going. And hopefully someone's going to come along and build that a little bit sooner than later. Because otherwise my horse might run away. And I really don't want my horse to run away because I paid good money for that. It was like 30. There we go. Look at you. All covered in snow. What is it to upgrade this? Planks? Oh. I don't know about that. Don't know if I want to, don't know if I want to upgrade it. I don't know what assigning someone to this does either. But I think getting someone assigned to a stable is probably a good idea. And then now can I go ahead and assign some livestock to this thing? Does that change anything major for me? Does it make this thing more efficient? I actually have no idea. I really don't know. And really don't know what assigning someone to a stable does either, so I guess we're just gonna find out. And I guess we can go ahead and upgrade this. We might as well make it all nice like for the horse that's gonna be using it. It seems fair. It just seems like the right thing to do. Generic storage is full. Its log storage is full. Okay, and then they make 5 planks. All right, well, I mean, it seems like it's working. It seems like it's doing its thing. I don't know if the planks are going into storage or if they're being consumed everywhere, but we are up to 35 of 36 on that militia, which is great. We've got room for one more family as well, which is also great. And it is January, so spring is just around the corner. So I'll tell you what. Well, this war is also around the corner. Let's build ourselves a livestock trading post. And I'm going to build it just way out here next to the farm. It seems like the right place for it. I don't need to make everything a high priority. Making things a high priority just completely... I'm an idiot. Is what I'm starting to realize here. I'm just a bit of an idiot. We also need more unassigned oxen, so I'm going to have to unassign you. I don't know what the horse does. Does the horse... Wait. What are you doing? Wait, does the horse... Is that what it does? The horse is better for... What are you moving? So the horse is better, I guess, for... The horse is just another transporter. I think... Wait, are you a... No, you're a trader. You're not with me. Okay. That's not a... That explains a lot. Never mind. Never mind. So... You're just hauling that wagon out there, that little cart. Where did my horse go? Is it still in here? It is still... What do I do with the horse? We've got Linhart the horse. We've got... So you're waiting. That's great. I don't... I don't know what I do with the horse. Livestock, you're waiting. You're transporting. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Is what it is. Do we have people working at storage? We do. Let's get one more person working at storage just to hold things around a little bit. And hopefully we can get this up and going in no time at all. Because I think what we'll do, once we have this going, we can go to farming. We can get ourselves a sheep farm. This is going to be used to collect the wool from the grazing sheep. So we are going to need a pasture as well. What have we got in terms of fertility around here? So rye isn't crazy fertile up this way, which is probably for the best. So this is going to be a pretty big pasture, actually, if I'm not careful. We don't need it to be huge. So I'm just going to bring it out to here. 49 sheep is a lot. That's definitely more than we're going to need anytime soon. But it is future-proof, so I've got that going for me. And then what we'll do is just build a sheep farm right about there, so they can shear the sheep in the field across the way. And I think they actually work the pasture and not the farmers. But regardless, that'll be good for us one way or another. Well, hopefully. It'll be good for us eventually, is what it'll be. Now, we still have 10 months of fuel left, so upgrading my... Not upgrading, but building more woodcutters was definitely the right shout. That has definitely done us a few favors there, which is fantastic news. In terms of food, we still only have 3 vegetables. We have 172 bread, though, which is amazing. That's a really, really comfortable amount of bread that I'm very, very happy with. So we'll let these guys do their building. We are hopefully looking good with this army. Yeah, 36 of 36 is fantastic. We are now starting to stockpile spears and shields, which I'm going to be honest, is it... So pause the building. So now you guys aren't going to be consuming my planks, is what I'm thinking. Right? That's what I think is going on there. So we have this militia, that's fine. They don't have any other gear, but now we shouldn't have these buildings consuming all of my planks, which is what I want because I need the planks for other things. I don't remember what those other things might be, but I need the planks for other things regardless. In fact, we also have a few workers. Where's the communal oven? It's right here. How much do we have much in the way of, let's see, crops, crafting materials? We don't have any flour. We have a lot of leather. A lot of iron slabs as well. We have a lot of herbs sitting around, which is just commodities. And military-wise, we have the small shields. Can I sell my small shields? Is that a thing I can do? Small shields, we need a route for it, though. So since it's a major trade, a trade route is required first. We can get 5 gold per shield. I just happen to need 60 gold to establish that route, which is really unfortunate because that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. But maybe we just go around and upgrade a bunch of these burgage plots because that will get me some money. And I think that's what we're going to do. So let's upgrade you. Let me try and upgrade everything sort of on this main road. I don't think there's any downside to doing this. I don't know if they consume more materials, but we're just going to go for this. We're going to upgrade everything on that main road. We'll make those better. And then a level 2 burgage plot gives me gold every month? Level 2 burgage plots generate 1 regional wealth per family per month. Yeah. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 gold from these burgage plots every month. We could upgrade these ones as well. Bring that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we could definitely do that. We could get like 23 by upgrading that main road. We'll hold off though. I don't want to get too carried away. I want to be careful. We also have Waldbrand being claimed by who? Also, raiders are near in like 3 days, I think. Let me pause real quick. What is being claimed? Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that this is being I might need to come down here and claim this space. Because I'm pretty sure if I can claim it with either influence or king's favor. Can I also come in here and claim it with can I claim it with like administration? Settlers can't place it on an empty claimed territory. Oh, it also costs gold. Never mind. Actually, no, I don't think it does cost gold. It costs money from the treasury, usually collected from taxes, can be used for diplomacy. Oh, I'm gonna need to go to war at some point to claim some territory. That's gonna suck. Well, speaking of war, with these raiders near, this might be a problem. We might have to rally my troops here shortly to deal with this. In fact, let's do exactly that. We'll rally the troops and we'll send them to here. Is what we're gonna do. So moving your units. Select units with the left mouse button. Hold and drag to select multiple units. Command selected units with the right mouse button. Hold and drag to form a line. Hold Alt while dragging to keep the formation when multiple units are commanded. Hold Control and right mouse button to draw waypoints for a single squad. All right. So we have these guys coming down. Let me read all of this. The combat strength of your units depends on many factors. Stances. Check the army tab below to set them. All have pros and cons. Morale is the willingness to fight. If it reaches critical points, some stances will become unavailable, and eventually the unit will flee from battle. Fatigue. Soldiers become tired when running and fighting. When exhausted, they can no longer run or fight well. Effectiveness is the attack and defense multiplier. The unit might have a hard time fighting uphill. Archers might struggle when shooting in the rain. Hold tab to inspect the details. And this is my little... Does that have my coat of arms on it? Oh my god. It has the chicken! Yes! Oh, it has the chicken! It's so good! Look at it! Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's so good. That is so good. All right. So we've got different stances. Give ground. Slowly push the formation line backward, luring the enemy to follow. Is it Alt to, it's Alt to select multiple. Was it Control? Ah, it's Control to do a formation. Okay. Do a formation right there, lads, if you wouldn't mind. Where are these raiders going to be? Aha. A band of enemy units have been spotted over yonder. So they're the ones that are attacking me. So you guys, I need you to move up there is what I need you to do. So we'll speed things up a little bit. The enemy, it's a bunch of outlaws. There's 2 groups of them, which is a little bit worrying. Don't know how I feel about that. Don't. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, we should be fine. We should be fine. We should be okay. I'm hoping. Burgage plot causes a loss of approval. That's worrying. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's get you guys to line up here. And it looks like, yeah, the enemy's coming in. What are you doing? So you're balanced right now. Missile alert. Watch for enemy missiles. Does the enemy have missiles? No, the enemy has a bunch of weapons. Push forward. Try to push forward with their full force. We've got stand your ground. Give ground. Push forward. Let's try and push forward a little bit here. We'll move the line a little bit. And I'm really hoping I can pull this off. Are we attack? We are. Oh wow, we are definitely attacking them, I think. Let me go for these guys. Are we attacking? Yeah, we are. We're definitely giving it a shot at least. I don't know how well it's going to go for us. I don't know if we've done any damage worth talking about. My people are worryingly tired. The enemy is not. My guys are a lot less. My guys are at 43% effectiveness. Oh no. Oh boy. I mean, they are killing them. They are taking out this group, which is great. So if we can keep that going, we'll be all right. We're down to 35. We can speed things up a little bit. It looks like we are pushing them back, which is what we want. Yeah, we absolutely are getting them to fall back. I think we. Oh, hello. Did they flee? I think they did. All right. I don't think they all did, but I think one of them definitely did. Yeah, that one there definitely fled, which is great. And they fled as well. Oh, look at us taking them out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, with that out of the way, let's take a look and see what requirements haven't been met. So what are you complaining about? You are... Let's see. The Burgage plot causes a loss of approval. Check the building panel for details. I don't know why it's causing a loss of approval. It doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. Also, work area is empty. I guess this, yeah, that's to be expected. That's fine. I'm not really too worried about that being empty right now. I think the main thing, to be quite honest, is just going to be upgrade all of these and hope for the best. We kind of need we need that regional wealth right now is what we really need. What is this? Bodies need burial. Villagers require to be buried on hallowed ground of the church, while raiders may be dumped into the corpse pit. Make sure you have a family assigned to handle it. Huh? We have you. Do we need with storage? A dead body. Oh God. All right. So they'll be buried at the church, whereas we might need a corpse pit for the rest of them. Oh man, that's a whole thing. Some of these are my people. Most of them aren't, which is fair enough. I guess we need a corpse pit. Didn't know it was a necessity, but well, here we are. Where do we get a corpse pit? I don't for the life of me remember. It's residential. Not all deserve to be buried in consecrated ground. Use this building to get rid of any raider corpses quickly. I don't like that. I do not like that. Let's do the corpse pit out here, I guess. Just so it's kind of out of the way. We'll make that a high priority construction. We'll get that done. We'll get some grave diggers. And that'll do, I guess. We had a successful fight at the very least, which is good. I mean, I don't love that we had raiders to deal with, but we did deal with them and we dealt with them quite well. We'll get ourselves there we go. We got a grave digger there. We got a bunch of them. So they're heading out to get the bodies. They are carrying them, which is fair enough. And I guess the raiders just go into the corpse pit, which is, that's That's grim. That's grim. At least we're dealing with it though. So yeah, it's not all bad. It is not all bad. I think we had a successful run. We dealt with the raiders. We've dealt with the food situation. We've dealt with the fuel situation. We have got a trading post. We're going to need some workers for it though. But I think what we'll do is let's try, can we get ourselves some sheep if we want to import them? We want to have like 4 of them. They're 30 each, which is quite expensive, but we can absolutely do that. And then we can start getting the sheep farm working at some point. We can start turning that into yarn. We can get some berries, turn those into dyes, start making capes. Everything's going to be good. But for now, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. My throat is absolutely killing me. I don't know if you can tell. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.